The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Froggington, Freddina Frogbottom. Is this a new attire for Freddina as well? Oh well, she has come crown in hand on her head as well. And are those new colours for Freddina? I think those are new colours. Fair play to her if she is. She's lost the pyros, but she is still keeping the athleticism right here in her entrance. That's what you've got to love to see. But how can she do in her first matchup without the clutches of Rutan? And her opponent from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Carlos. Carlos right here. Something may be up with her, I feel if she keeps having matchup results in countouts. But whatever it is, that's going on hold for now, because Carlos is looking to give us another show. And not just from her entrance music being Dare by Gorillas. That is a completely new ring get-up for Freddina Frogbottom. Okay, she seems to be also sporting the colours of Raw and SmackDown as well. Now, this match is not going to be an easy one for Carlos, because Freddina made the self-promo challenge in wanting to win the match after landing her super finisher. Now, no one is really aware as to what exactly her super finisher is. But we do know it means she does need to put Carlos through a great deal of pain to be able to land that off. But yes, as we see Freddina sporting the Raw and SmackDown blue and red there, just like Fredo was earlier. That's great stuff right here. It also keeps them in unison for whenever we see them in tag matches, so at least they'll be matching on that front as well. Quick little tussle up there between Freddina and Carlos, really giving it what for between these two. Quick little tussle ups right there. Really seems to be going for it. Oh, that was a bit of an interesting sell there from Carlos, bearing in mind she wasn't quite anywhere near Freddina when she was going to launch that move in the first place. But if that ends up being the sell that she goes for, then fair play to her. Fair play. Now, as we are seeing this little tossing up, oh, one backbreaker and then down by Freddina. Now, as this match takes up outside to Carlos's favourite location, the outside of the ring. This is where things could start getting interesting. Hurled towards the timekeeper's area. Timekeeper's area there. Mike Rome making himself nervous right there. The international commentators not really making a fuss there, it appears. But right now, Freddina, oh, nice little net breaker there to really try to weaken down Carlos. And oof, this is really proving to be a bit of a one horse race there. Oh, headlock being applied there by Freddina. Carlos does enough to get herself out out of it. Now Carlos is really trying to look to turn heads around here. Really trying to go for it. Here, sends Freddina into the top rope. Over it up. Here goes trying to hold this up. Oh! Nice little homage to her women's tag partner Selena Vega there with the Selena Del Sol. But can only keep Freddina down for a count of 2 and change. This matchup carries on. We are hoisting her up. Swing around and sit down powerbomb. That's a nice little move in the arsenal. We didn't know Carlos had. But Freddina's got her sensor into that rope. They then went for something, but Carlos did just about enough to reverse it. Oh. These are nice little back and forwards we have going on between Freddina and Carlos here as well. This proves like this could be a great main event matchup. Right here, roll up by Freddina and a sit down powerbomb of her own. There as well, she wants Carlos back on her feet. What's she got planned from this corner here? And so, and then a clothesline. 2. Freddina can only keep Carlos down for 2.5. And now we are seeing Carlos being dragged to the center of the ring here by Freddina. As this matchup carries on, still was Carlos got planned. Now with that little run up and sliding knee right to the face of Freddina. That is not going to do her head any favors one bit. Neither is a second Selena Del Sol. Or was that a Mexican destroyer? I'm not overly sure. But there goes the classic Carlos failing her top rope moves. Moves like that. It'll be interesting to see if she keeps that up next week. Oh! But then there's a backbreaker for good measure. Now Freddina sees the amount of trouble that Carlos is in down there. Went for a kick in the face. Has failed both times. 3rd time. 4 times. I'm not entirely sure what Freddina was trying to do there. But it wasn't quite working as she hits Carlos with the double axe handle. Chop to the face and oh! The Frog Princess face plant. Not quite enough to see Carlos off. The Madhouse universe really does want this matchup to go on forever, but we don't want it to quite go on for forever. We do have other things to do somehow, but there's a power bomb just for good measure. Right there. Fair play to Carlos and Freddina. They've produced quite the main event so far. Oh. That's an interesting little move right there. I'm not sure what that might have done by way of damage, but I think Freddina should have enough so I get herself back out of it. Now, the question is, has Carlos seemed to have retired the 619? Because I'm pretty sure she should have tried to have pummeled that out at some point. Alas, she hasn't quite just yet. But as we're seeing these two carrying their match on down and slap. You know, we're seeing the beatdown carrying on. These two, Carlos coming up to the top. Frog splash! Is that enough for the win right here? Bless Freddina being slapped in the head by Carlos. You're right, here Madhouse Universe, you're watching women's wrestling. But just as she succeeded with a frog splash, she then fails with one. It's nice to see with these frog splashes here paying homage to her true hero, the GM of the Madhouse, Fredo. But Freddina has come back up to weaken her down Just a little bit. Gearing herself up. Ready to go back out. Once again. Oh, just as I was talking about it. Here she comes now. Booyaka, booyaka. 619. She's getting herself tangled up in the ropes there, she seems. But up, what has she got planned from up there? Knees right to the head and shoulders of Freddina right there. Is this going to be enough to secure the win for Carlos? Yes, it is. Here is your winner, Carlos. Carlos made sure that Freddina could not hit the win with the super finisher. She has managed to score a dub, but didn't have to leave the ring or force a count out for it. Fair play to these two with the main event they produced. Freddina gave quite a performance there, but ultimately came up just short.